Hey guys, Dave here from Easy Country Cooking and Cook and Share. Well, here we are again midweek, and I'm looking for something simple and easy, and I decided to make up, because it looks really good, a simple and easy Parmesan mushroom spinach pasta skillet. Sounds like a lot, doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but it is super good, and we also made up our own ground pork. So you are going to love this, so let me show you how to do it. Okay guys, I'm going to begin by grabbing up some mushrooms. I'm just going to slice these up. Not too thin, not too thick, something like this. Now I'm just using button mushrooms here, but you can use whatever mushroom you like. Now our mushrooms are all sliced up. I'm going to throw a good knob of butter into a pan over medium-high heat. Now I just got to let this melt down. Follow this up with a bit of olive oil just to stop the butter from burning. And of course, in we go with those mushrooms. Just love me mushrooms. Now I just stir and fry these for a few minutes, or stir and saute them, I should say, for a few minutes. Just until they're kind of brown and cooked through. Now remember guys, I said in a video or two ago that I was going out fishing? Well, I probably said this in the last video, but yeah, I kind of got skunked. I didn't catch anything. And I seized up the motor on my boat. So I bought a new motor, and I'm waiting to get that all fixed up and rigged up. I promised I'd make a video. So I'm going to do that before I make the video. So kind of say a little prayer for the both there. While those mushrooms are frying up, I'm going to throw 3 cups of farfalle noodles into a pot of salted boiling water. And we'll just let these boil away for, 9 or 10 minutes, just until they're al dente. Now I'm using farfalle noodles, or sometimes I call them bow tie noodles. Bow tie. Get it? I don't. Anyway, you can use the noodle of your choice, but these just look kind of cool in there. Okay, guys, these mushrooms is looking pretty good here. I'm just going to kill the heat, and we'll go ahead and set these aside in a bowl. Nothing better than mushrooms. Okay, next up, guys, we're going to use some ground pork in this recipe, but we're going to do something different today. We're going to make up our own ground pork. Yes, our own ground pork. And to do this, once again, we're going to use the good old Magiccos FP408 to process up this ground pork. And of course, I'm going to use the chopper blade for this, so I'm going to go with the chopper blade. And I'm going to set the speed to about 2 or 3 here. Alright, let's have a look at our ground pork here, guys. Now, this looks pretty good to me. I mean, this thing just does an amazing job at just about anything. I'll put all of the information in the description section below, but this looks great to me. Alrighty then, the same pan, I'm going to go in with a bit more oil, followed by that pork that we just ground up. Now what we're going to do here, guys, is just stir and fry this until it's cooked through and browns. After about 4 or 5 minutes, our porky's pretty much cooked up here, guys. I'm going to shove everything to one side of the pan and go in with half a small chopped onion and 3 cloves of garlic. And we're just going to stir and saute this for about 2 or 3 minutes till that wonderful, wonderful aroma fills the air. Now that aroma has filled the air and it smells so good, I'm going to mix everything together here. And of course, back in we go with those mushrooms. Give them a quick stir around. Follow that with a couple of good handfuls of spinach. I don't know what Popeye's doing. Season things up with some Italiano seasoning. Now I'm going to use a couple of teaspoons here. This stuff basically has everything in it. Some salt. I don't know, half a teaspoon. Ground black pepper. Again, a teaspoon or 2 of this, because I just love me ground black pepper. And a few hot pepper flakes, just for some heat. Now, this is totally optional, but it's entirely up to you. Give everything a stir around. We'll just cook this until that spinach wilts. And by the way, that spinach is entirely up to you how much you want to use, but this looks pretty good to me. And of course, guys, back in we go with those noodles. Yum, yum, yum. A little bit of noodle juice there. And we'll just toss everything together until those noodles combine with the beef and the spinach and the mushrooms. Now, I did add a bit more spinach here, guys. Just didn't feel it was enough, so I added a couple more handfuls. Like I said, it's totally up to you. And I'll just toss this around for another, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. And if it looks a little on the dry side to you, don't be afraid to add a little bit more of that pasta water or even just straight old water. Because this dish is basically sauceless, which I was kind of aiming for and kind of like that. And to finish things off, I am going in with some Parmigiano. I don't know, maybe a tablespoon, 2, something like that. Depends entirely up to you. Once again, a tossing we will go. Oh, this is beginning to smell good, guys. And of course, you guessed it, it is time to plate this up. Look at this. And of course, we're going to put a bit more Parmigiano over the top, guys. And there you have it, guys, our Parmesan spinach mushroom pasta skillet with our very own homemade ground pork. You are going to love this. But just check this out. Okay, down the old hatch. You know, guys, for a sauceless dish, this is really good. I put a bit more olive oil in just to make things a little more slippery, but it is so good. Those mushrooms shine through the Parmesan, and that ground beef we made up is absolutely phenomenal. For a simple dish, do it in less than half an hour. You are going to love this. If you do make us up, leave us a comment because I love to read them. Most of all, subscribe. It's free. Give us a like. It helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. And, of course, as always, I got to have more of this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.